Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is H.Masyita Hidayani binti Muhammad Raimi. Today, I will be sharing out my opinion on a public relation crisis. In public relation, crisis communication is specifically employed to defend and protect a person, businesses, or organization that is receiving negative public attention. These days, it is crucial because of how quickly news spread online. The purpose of crisis communication is to increase public knowledge of the nature and scope of a problem and to put into place specific measures that the branch should take to minimize it. Crises are newsworthy, so organizations must brainstorm plans to respond to the emerging material more swiftly and skillfully. You shouldn't ignore the danger, even if you believe there is minimal possibility that your brand will experience a crisis. It is always better to be safe than sorry, as stated. Pre-crisis, in-crisis, and post-crisis measures are some examples of preventative strategies for crisis communication. Every step of the process may be made easier for your team by utilizing the appropriate methods and potent media monitoring tools. So, what are the PR crises that I will be sharing with you today? In partnership with Impossible Foods, Burger King debuted the Impossible Whopper in 2019 as a new menu item. It was a big thing when it came out since it was the first fast food burger without beef. As it turned out, after being implemented across all sites, it raised their sales by 10% in the first quarter. Problems emerged when they were sued for misleading advertising and profiting directly from something that the plaintiff claimed was untrue. The fact that the Impossible Whopper's commercial said 0% beef and 100% Whopper concerned vegan activists and attorneys more than the reality that vegetarian burgers are often prepared on the same grill as their meat counterparts, unless otherwise ordered. For folks who are intentionally attempting to avoid eating meat, learning that you were maybe unknowingly handed a vegan Whopper roasted on a meat grill is surprising. Many people concur that this was a crucial step for the fast food sector and that damaging it in any way would be harmful to the cause and ineffective. Prior to the judge's decision, Burger King chose not to comment on anything, and it ended up being the wisest choice they could have made. So how Burger King fixed their crisis? The key to their success was letting the situation play out without becoming involved more than was required. On the one hand, this can be hazardous course of action, but as it proved out in both situations, it is best to keep your mouth shut until the judgment is issued when a lawsuit is ongoing. They said that the action had no merit when the judge threw it out and added that they never claimed that Impossible Whoppers were vegan. Soon after, the situation was all but forgotten as they carried on with a larger campaign that made light of it. So the conclusion that I can give is if your brand is in crisis, you should concentrate to a few issues that have the potential to be game changers. First one, create a crisis communication action plan based on a few possible scenarios. Write what to do step by step in order to react immediately and put out the fire before it spreads. The second one, include both traditional and online marketing channels. The third one, streamline your crisis communication. And the last one, enable real-time alert and updates so you can set up such notification with a media monitoring tool. The example of crisis communication that I gave just now demonstrate how important quick responses are for preventing PR issues before they escalate. Prevention is preferable to treatment. Try to be in your constant contact with your audience if any problem arises. A cloud phone system could also be able to aid with this, especially because it can be linked with the majority of modern CRM programs. It would be ideal if you could reply to posts that have the potential to escalate into a problem prior to their being viral though. You would need to keep an eye on every online platform where consumers may express their evaluation, ideas, and experiences in order to do this. Fortunately, you can avoid doing it manually. The task may be done for you by tools like Media Toolkit. Additionally, social listening software systems scour the whole internet and analyze the comments to alert you to any unfavorable ones. This allows you to quickly reply to them. Last but not least, always concentrate on publishing an official statement as soon as you can if your brand is experiencing a PR crisis and it is too late to prevent the problem. But make an effort to manage your pre-crisis situation well. It is always preferable to avoid problems than to deal with them once they occur. That's all from me and that's all my opinion. Thank you.